Hello everyone. As part of our podcast series, previously we have spoken about the Antarctic region, that is the South Pole region. Let's take you to the Arctic region, that is the North Pole region. Being the two poles of our planet Earth, the seasons are diametrically opposite obviously. To see the polar bears and the other wildlife and the tundra, we need to go during the Arctic summer, which is obviously between June to end of September. If you talk about polar bears, there are regions in some parts of Russia or Canada where you can see polar bears very easily roaming around. When we talk about Arctic cruise, what we are specifically pointing towards or hinting towards is an island called as the Svalbard Island. You can see my t-shirt having the polar bear. This is from the Svalbard Island itself. This island sits north of Scandinavia. It belongs to Norway, but the security and the immigration is managed by the Russians, which is a very unique understanding between the two countries or between the different power blocks that exist in the world. Arctic region is also a place where a lot of countries are staking claim because of the vast natural resources like the fisheries or the minerals and so on and so forth. To go to the Svalbard Island, you need to fly into Oslo, which is the capital of Norway. We generally recommend a day stay in Oslo so that people coming from different parts, the connections, everything gets sorted out. The next day you can fly to Longyearbyen, which is the capital of Svalbard Island. The interesting part about this airport is it works around the year. Even if it is peak of winter, people go there to see the northern lights. The entire island is covered with snow and still that airstrip is operational. Another thing about the Svalbard Island is it is the hub for all the scientific research that goes on. That is also the vault. That is the place where the vault for all the seeds exist of different countries. Even India has its own vault over there where we have kept some seeds, preserved them in case of a necessity. Our research station is also there like many other countries. The island of Svalbard is where all the tourists who want to do the Arctic cruise come by flight, or they can even take a cruise from a place called as Kirkenes or Tromsø in Norway. Once you are in Longyearbyen or in Svalbard, the first day is generally to get acclimatized to the cold and the wind and look ahead to what is going to be your cruise for the next 8-10 days. Most of the cruises that sail out from Longyearbyen would generally take a circumnavigation of the island. That's when you can see the different fjords, the different glaciers, of course the polar bears.